This is the second playtest of War Thunder's new Infantry Mode. There are massive changes, some good, some bad, and today I'm gonna check it out and give you my thoughts. Enjoy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the channel. And today we're back on War Thunder Infantry and we're giving it another test to see if they've improved it. I'll give you my thoughts throughout the video and we'll see where it goes. The first major change is this one is the solo mode, so no lobotomized AI bots. Finally, because the lobotomized AI bots pulled over from enlisted and they're even worse in War Thunder somehow. Gunplay is a big contender. It's very controversial and I'll talk about that and offer my personal opinions, but let's get into the freaking video. Yeah, you can see characters move so slowly. You kind of have to rat in this game. It's very weird. I mean, I guess it's like a milsim, right? So you have to play very methodically, but in a very strange way. Got him. Let's go. Poor guy didn't stand a chance against my aura. Oh, another man. Oh, he dead. He dead as hell. Yeah, so all players, I think there are... Oh, no, these are all real players. So I'll be... I just fell. We okay? It's very weird. So the gunplay is still very slow, but you can do this. But you can do this. Perfectly fine. Oh. Hello? There we go. Okay, that was weird. Oh, that's a shotgun. What? The gunplay. Oh boy. Wow. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that. Hello? Interesting. Got him. That was a nice headshot. Oh god, please don't bleed out. The enlisted gunplay feels better than this. And I'll get to that very soon. As an enemy. That is an enemy of all enemies. Having no AIs does feel really good. Shit. Try to headshot him. Oh, the one thing is, I'm not gonna play the tanks. The tanks just get eviscerated, man. Tanks do not stand a chance. Up in here. Down low too.
Oh no!
Had to reload. Didn't have a full mag there. That's awkward. We're gonna peek out from this way instead. Got him in the headshot. Got him in the headshot. Yeah, you have to play slow. This is not Call of Duty. This is kind of a simcade. Wow. Okay, got that guy. I'm out of ammo. Oh, I have a shotgun. Hello. Fuck, we have to use this. There's no way we can't. By the way, that whiffing, that was maybe a little bit on me, but seriously, the gunplay, well, we'll get into it. After this game, I'll talk about it, okay? Swap to the boomstick. I need to boom someone so badly. That's a hit. Grenade. Oh, shit! Where did my gun go? Helicopter! Okay, it's helicopter time. We're gonna do helicopter. I want to bonk someone with the ATGM missile. I think War Thunder, what they do pretty well, or they can at least, there's a ton of potential in this, is a combined arms warfare. I think if they really refine that, this game could be really fun with all of the different, kind of all of the different things you can do. But right now it's a little clunk. It's actually really clunk. There's a guy right there though. There's a guy right there. He's a little sniper. You see the little sniper? And do you see the missile coming towards him? Cause I do. Can I get a headshot with it? Oh my god. Deserved. I don't know what that man did, but he did something. He probably went on the island. So So do you start to see the problem with the tanks? It is probably, the tanks are probably the most useless feature. I'd much rather tank infantry over tanks. There's just nothing a tank player can do.
Hello?
Oh, hey, what the f are you doing? I didn't hear him until he reloaded. See, dude, what? Corner camp thunder? Yeah. Yup, that's kind of what it feels like. This game, let's talk about the gunplay. I want you guys to know I've been playing FPS shooters competitively for 15 years or so.
Hello, everybody. This is Awesome Caden here.
I played pretty much every FPS shooter known to man. And I'm not gonna say I'm the best ever, but I'm pretty decent at FPS shooters, and I understand how they work. One of the cornerstones of FPS shooters is how well the gunplay works. Oh my god. And the biggest downside I think War Thunder Infantry has, and this is a pretty glaring issue, is the gunplay isn't that good. And I'll get into it really quick once I figure out where this recon is. So one cool thing I can demonstrate right now is when you ADS, you move insanely slow. And this is the speed that everyone moves, pretty much. That's really slow. This is not just like a sniper thing. Like, I'll pull out my pistol. Why am I moving this slow with a pistol? Anyone who's ever held a pistol IRL can move much faster than this. So it incentivizes you to kind of corner camp in this game and not... Oh my god, I missed. Where'd this guy go? Hey. Found him. And the confidence level of any close quarter engagements is hella low. Like you saw that. Oh, he stopped. He's hit. Nope. One of the weirdest things about this game is you move like this, right? You're so, and it's draggy and clunky, but then I can do this. I can jump shot perfectly. Like that prime example right there. I didn't even mean to do that. Why can I jump shot perfectly in this game? Oh, that was kind of satisfying. One thing, and two, there's some weird like mouse smoothing mouse acceleration that happens where it makes it incredibly hard to get your gun on target. I've been playing Marathon recently, and that game probably has the best gunplay I've felt in recent years. Every gun in that game is incredibly satisfying to use. It works as intended. All the guns have good rolls. It's pretty well balanced, right? And the aim feels snappy and direct, and it feels good. This game is probably the opposite of that, where it almost feels like your character is a turret on a tank that you're moving. Not to mention the movement's incredibly clunky. But I don't know if you can like see the clunk in my... I don't know if you can like see it through the screen, but it's very apparent. Wow. Yeah, so we're gonna go in rush A because, like in all War Thunder fashions, people just, and I'm guilty of it too, skipping the objective to just go and find a power position and camp the spawns. Again, the maps are good, but they're way too small. Way too small for this sort of stuff. And I hope they add some new game modes. But back to the guns. The guns feel inconsistent, clunky, and the movement is bad. I mean, you know, you're like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like weird mouse acceleration, and the gun doesn't go where you want it to go, and it's made me lose a lot of gunfights. I'll put like an example on screen now. Oh, well, I don't even need to put an example on screen now because you saw it there. So what happened there is my muscle memory has trained me to look for that guy. So I looked for that guy, but my gun lagged behind, so I overcorrected and went to the right. So maybe skill issue on my end, but still, regardless, the gunfights at close range are incredibly clunky, and the gunfights at far range are incredibly clunky. So the only time the gunfights feel okay is mid-range. And also the recoil is just... I was saying this earlier, there are ways you can make the recoil be realistic and feel good, and the game does none of that. And I'm also stuck on this thing. See, somehow I won that fight, but did you see that like delay? That lag? This fucking gun does everything but you want it to. The gunplay is so bad. You feel lobotomized, like you're feeling like you're fighting against your character when playing the guns. Oh, I'm gonna mine this enlisted ass animation. All right, I'm capturing the objective. It's like, why wouldn't you just sprint and jump everywhere instead of like tactically? Because no one's gonna hit you anyway. Hey, what's up, man? I'm the only one in A right now, but I don't want to push. So there's levels of inconsistency here that I'm not enjoying. Where it just doesn't feel satisfying. It feels ratty. It doesn't feel complete. If they fix the gunplay, then I think it'll feel really good. And I think the combined arms will be really strong for this game. Jesus, it's just so unexpected. I'm trying everything I can, team, to pull through on A. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing with my hands and my mouse, so it might look like I suck at FPS games, but I don't have the issues I have in other games that I do with this game. And I'm saying this as, like, there is a serious aiming problem in this game. There is... Oh my god. I'm not going there. Going in here, baby. It's inconsistent. We're gonna mine this wall here. That poor guy didn't even get his gun up. But no, so I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, and it might look like I just suck or I'm missing, but it is a more in-depth issue that only you would understand if you play the game and you have a history of FPS shooters. I think there's a guy above me. So it incentivizes you to like camp and kind of let them come to you. But that's not really how you should play an FPS shooter. I mean, I guess if it's like Milsim. But the most important thing about a game like this is it combines realism with gameplay. You should not sacrifice gameplay for an over-realistic game unless you're going for that. But this is obviously not going for this because we have a mini-map, we have a heads-up display. It's just awful. Oh, that was a friendly. I didn't even... okay. And another thing, this is... We're gonna start talking more generalized War Thunder. One thing I am a little bit hopeful about is the FPS genre has been the most competitive it has... The FPS genre is the most competitive it has been in forever, right? You have a billion great FPS games you can choose from, and War Thunder itself, not Infantry, War Thunder itself, doesn't really have much competition when it comes to the game it makes. So they can afford with making kind of whatever, and people, you know, shut up, play the fucking game, you know? They can afford with kind of mediocrity, right, to some extent, where there's no competition, so we have to play it. But the FPS genre is so competitive, and you see what happened with Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty, right? They started getting complacent, they dropped the ball a bit, and then it's downhill from there, right? And then other companies, indies, other AAA titles came in, and they made a better FPS, right? So, and this is by far one of the least enjoyable FPS experiences I've had recently. And so it's, if they launch it how it is today, no one's gonna play this game. no one's gonna play infantry. No one's gonna grind this to get to the best gun when they could just play Marathon or Call of Duty or Arc Raiders or, hello, you're not a friendly. Any other, Arma Reforger, Insurgency Sandstorm, any of these FPS games, they can choose to get their milsim fix, and it would be a more enjoyable experience. Because the gunplay there is good. Like, our Insurgency Sandstorm, older game, I know, but it has extremely realistic gunplay compared to this, but the gunplay feels good and is rewarding, and it's not clunky. Look at this guy. He's matrix dodging my bullets. Where I can, in Insurgency Sandstorm, I'm gonna kill that guy. I wanna engage it. It's just this, it feels like there's an acceleration. So, but the one thing, again, I'm hopeful for is War Thunder recognizes, hey, there's a ton of competition out there. I have to make this game good for people to play it. People aren't gonna play it just because it says War Thunder on it. You know, and I've been playing War Thunder for 13 years, right? And I've also been playing FPS games for 16 years. So this sort of thing just doesn't cut it. So Gaijin, this is kind of a plea to you. You need to fix the gunplay first and foremost if you want anyone to enjoy it. We can keep it slow and tactical, but I need to have the confidence to track this guy and know my bullets are gonna hit without this weird mouse acceleration thing happening. And please, for the love of God, fix the clunk. Fix the clunk. It's so clunky. And you can tell with the gunfights, everyone is just having a tough time getting guns on target. Do I have a... No, I have a shotgun. Shit. Oh my God. God, it just feels so floaty. So I'm hoping War Thunder recognizes that and makes it a better game. I mean, because it's not like unredeemable. The maps are decent, albeit too small. One of the bigger problems is these tanks, not useful. Not very useful. Ha! Subsonic moment. It's okay. At least the helicopters are cool. The tanks, yeah, not... If you play the domination modes, which... Gaijin, please make new modes. I don't want to play Call of Duty Domination. Come on. Game modes are one of the most important things about a game. Enlisted does game modes better than this. And I know this is a beta, right? Take it with a grain of salt. Enlisted makes some breakthrough modes where I've had some insanely intense gunfights and matches in Enlisted. Where it's just a ton, like us going back and forth, breakthrough, gotta mine the objective. It gets intense and it's competitive and it's fun. Oh, I think he's gonna blow up from my yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's not having a good time. I'm just gonna finish him here. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, he's not having a good time. Critical. Hee. But yeah, if this game, it's lacking. It's lacking in the fundamentals. What it has in the details, it lacks in the fundamentals. Plus, okay, so here's what I'm talking about. This is where they spawn. This is where the enemy tank spawns. This is where our enemy tank spawns. You can just, yeah, look at that. So I know where they are at all times pretty much, because they can't really get aggressive and go out. So I can just do this, right? And boop, critical hit. Uh-oh, you know? And I'll just finish it up with a following shot on its roof, because he can't move. And look, there's another tank right here. Oh, God. He fired at me. Got his loader cannon breach. And look, there's a Bradley. Right? Bradley has no chance. So you could just do that. So the tanks have... Uh-oh, I'm going way too fast. So the tanks have practically no uses, and it's so predictable where they are. So they need to make bigger maps where the tanks can breathe and expand. Not to mention that, even if the tank makes it out of spawn where there's not a helicopter, it's just going to get spawn trapped by an RPG guy anyway, because they're abundant. The tank... Oh, God. I would rather take a... Oh, Lord. I think the tank got me there. It's better. Don't get me wrong. It's better. It's not having the lobotomite AI really does help. Claude's not... ChatGPT isn't killing me. Or I don't think I got killed by an AI bot once. But it's still long ways away from being competitive. You can tell they put effort into it, but I think they're struggling with the code. I don't know. If it launches the way this is, people are going to play it for a couple days, realize it's not that good, and then just go back to normal War Thunder, and then it'll be a huge waste of assets and money for Gaijin. So if they want this to perform well, and they want people to actually play it... Wow, that's a... Wow.